The following announcement has been paid for by the Wrestling Epicenter.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hello, ladies. Remember me? Let me talk to you, dummies.
It's now time
It's beer time. TikTok.
It's showtime!
for the longest running wrestling talk show in history.
We are huge. It's gonna be cool.
You're where it's at.
You smell like me.
Tune in each and every week.
And you better keep listening, or I'll come out of your computer
And turn it on for you.
or else I'm gonna kick your stinking teeth in.
We've been known by a few names.
The needs of the many far outweigh the needs of the few.
The Interactive Interview,
Interactive interview. Oh, yeah.
Interactive interview.
The interactive interview. Interactive interview. The interactive interview.
Interactive Wrestling Radio,
Interactive Wrestling Radio.
Interactive Wrestling Radio.
Interactive Radio. Interactive Wrestling Radio. Interactive Wrestling Radio.
The Blaze,
Blaze 1260 AM. The Blaze.
The Blaze.
Blaze. The Blaze Rock.
and a lot of other names.
Weekend Warrior of Wrestling. The Pile Driver.
The Epa Wrestling Center.
3 Count Wrestling. The Hours Lab.
But it's all one show, the Wrestling Epicenter.
Wrestling Epicenter. The Wrestling Epicenter.
The Epicenter.
Wrestling Epicenter, dude.
The Wrestling Epicenter. Don't get off.
And your host from day one,
By ignorance or arrogance.
James Walsh.
Wake up, sleepyheads.
Dr. Carol S.
It all starts
What a rush. Oh! Boomer Sooner. Thank you very much. I got 2 words for you. Thumbs down. Breaking necks and cashing checks. I've heard a lot about you guys.
Check it out. Get out of my face. You win!
But I'm desperately out of time!
So what you gonna do when Blaze-a-mania runs wild on you?
now.
Welcome back to Interactive Wrestling Radio. Joining us on the Newsmaker line is the reigning and defending Knockouts champion from Impact Wrestling. Coming off of a huge night last night, she is Deonna Purrazzo. Miss Purrazzo, are you with us?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to have you on. And gosh, I guess we have to start out by talking about the incredible reception that Impact Wrestling got last night on social media and across the whole world.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last night was definitely like eye-opening, and the entire wrestling industry changed, I think, a little bit.
I would say so. And I mean, obviously, there's a lot of conversation going on about what all this could mean. What do you, as a member of the Impact Wrestling roster, view this as? How do you view a potential working relationship with another wrestling company like AEW?
You know, I think it's amazing when people can, put aside differences or whatever they are and come together to work towards a common goal. And, I don't know what this is leading to. I don't know what Kenny Omega and Don Callis have planned in terms of, a cross promotion or whatever it is. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in the near future. And what's most important is that there were so many new eyes on Impact Wrestling last night. I mean, our Twitch stream had record number of viewers. Our social media blew up. We trended #1 for quite a while last night. So I think all in all, I'm just excited to see what the future for Impact Wrestling is. And I hope that those viewers that tuned in to see what we're all about stick with us.
Absolutely. I agree completely. And last night was an interesting showing for you because yourself and Kimberly were a part of the Knockouts Tag Team Title Tournament. Didn't work out well for you. You didn't end up winning the match. But what is your thoughts on the tournament and the championships making a return here in 2021?
I'm so excited to see who gets crowned the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions at Hard to Kill. I think this is a long time coming for Impact Wrestling, and we've always been about women breaking boundaries and breaking down doors, and to bring back those titles. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but they were the first women's tag team titles out there years ago. So to reinstate those and kind of bring that back, that part of history, for Impact Wrestling is amazing. And, you know, if I can't be the champion, there's no one I would like to see become the champions more than Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz.
All right, so that's your pick,
Those
Kiera
are my
Hogan and
picks.
Tasha Steelz?
Yes.
All right. But one title you are holding right now, as I mentioned in the intro, is you are the Impact Wrestling Knockout. I'm sorry, you're the Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion 2 times now. In fact, what does being the focal point, the face of the division, mean to you?
Oh, it means absolutely everything to me. I mean, all I wanted was someone to like bet on me and give me a chance to be the pro wrestler, the champion that I wanted to be since I was a little girl, and I always thought I could be. So for Impact to have given me, you know, not only the opportunity once but twice now to kind of build this platform and build my brand and you know, put me on a showcase every week is so important to me, and it's all I could have ever asked for.
Absolutely. And you surprised me on social media when you posted the post that you posted about body shaming, because from a guy's perspective, you're in fantastic shape. Where did that come from? Where did the idea that you had to kind of feel like you had to speak up and tell people about body shaming and to knock it off and that you are who you are?
Yeah, you know, there was one tweet, and for the most part, I really try hard to not engage with those types of fans, or, you know, if you want to call them fans. But there
trolls.
There was one person who had tweeted at me, you know, that I needed to lose 30 pounds and do some squats. And that struck me because, you know, I said it on social media too. I was the little girl that grew up wanting to be a wrestler in a time where women's wrestlers were you know, size 0 models, and they weren't real women who came in a variety of sizes and shapes. And for me to be told like 30 pounds is a lot of weight. I'm not unrealistic with myself. You know, I've been through the ringer with the anxiety and depression and reclaiming my emotional health and my mental health this year, that all of those things contribute to what your physical health looks like. And I might need to lose 5 pounds. I might need to lose, you know, 6 or 7 pounds. And I'm not against the losing weight part, but I'm against calling people out for it. And I'm against people who call themselves fans thinking it's acceptable to criticize a woman's body, because it's more than doing squats. I do squats every day. It's a mental game. It's so much more than just working out. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Absolutely. And your name, the Virtuosa, is a little bit of a tongue twister. I even caught David Penzer, the golden voice over there, having a little trouble getting it out yesterday. What is the definition? What does Virtuosa mean to the layman fan like myself?
Sure. So the actual definition of virtuosa is an individual with outstanding technical ability, or someone who specializes in technical, you know, workmanship, or someone who has a cultivated appreciation for artistic excellence. So, I mean, it's an Italian word, and it's used primarily for musicians. I can't say it.
Musicians?
Yes, sorry, tongue twister.
There you go.
Or dancers, or those kinds of art. So just someone who is into art, and wrestling is my art.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, we have a big event happening this weekend on Impact Plus. It's Final Resolution. They're bringing back the classic pay-per-view brand from years ago, and you're on the card. You're going to be facing somebody you faced, like I mentioned, just the other night, which is Rosemary. How do you feel going in there with somebody who's more of an enigma like Rosemary?
Yeah, it's intimidating for sure, because she just has this presence, and from the minute her music hits, throughout the match, you know, she's unexpected. You don't know which angle she's coming at. You don't know what to make of her. So it was definitely interesting to get in the ring with her this past Tuesday, because that was the first time I had ever been in the ring with Rosemary. But I think it only aided to having this match made at Final Resolution, and I was able to get a jump start on a little bit of studying firsthand.
Awesome, awesome. And we've seen you have the Iron Man match with Jordan Grace. We've seen you face somebody else from the Undead Realm with Su Yung. What do you think of this incredible Impact Wrestling roster? And would you agree with me that it's the best female roster there is in pro wrestling right now?
Oh, absolutely. I would agree with you hands down. I think we have an incredible women's roster, head to toe. There's not one person I don't want to be in the ring with. There's not one person that I don't think brings something different to the table. I speak about it all the time. I can't say enough how incredible I think our entire women's division is.
Awesome. So the entire world of sports has had to adapt to performing with no crowd. From the NFL to baseball to the NBA, and wrestling's no exception, except wrestling never stopped. You guys were the first to do it. How difficult is it to go out there without a live crowd, and did it take much time for you to adapt to that change?
It definitely takes some time to adapt, just because it's different, and it's not something that any one of us has ever experienced before, to not have fans. But I think that, my training, going back to day one, kind of helped me with that, because we were putting on matches at training in front of no one, in front of one or two other trainees with our trainers. So I think that having that kind of background helped me go into Slammiversary, my first big pay-per-view match ever, and kind of not be bothered by the fact that there was no fans. But it's interesting, and it's only getting harder the longer we do it. I hope soon one day we can have fans back, for sure.
All right. Well, Ross Foreman let me know to talk to you about dogs. He put the word dogs in an email saying that was something to talk to you about. And I know I'm more of a cat kind of guy, but I know that during these weird times that we're in, my cats have been a source of peace and kind of keeping me stable, a little bit of relief for me. What am I going to ask you about? I wanted to ask you about your dogs, and what is your connection to the canine community?
Oh, so funny you say that. I was just at the dog park with my two dogs. So we have Honey, who's a Hound Lab mix, and Fitzgerald, who is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix.
Awesome. And are you I take it you're more a dog person than I am a cat person.
I'm highly allergic to cats, so it's not a cat person. I literally just can't touch them or be around them too much, and then touch my eyes, they get really itchy and I can't breathe, and it's a whole thing. So.
Oh, I used to be that way, but it just seemed to go away. All right, well, I guess this is going to be a hard question to ask you, because 2020, nobody could have predicted what that was going to look like. And after the last 7-8 days, by the time this goes out, nobody could have predicted what was going to be going on with Impact Wrestling. But what is your sight set to have happen for you and for everything going on in Impact Wrestling in 2021?
Ooh, well, I as long as I retain my Knockouts Championship at Final Resolution, I will hopefully have a match at Hard to Kill, and I hope to retain it then too. And, Taya Valkyrie goes on and on and on about how she's the longest reigning Knockout champion of all time, and I would like to shut her up. So that is my resolution for the new year.
So your final resolution, as it were, is to take on Taya Valkyrie, maybe at Hard to Kill?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll take on anyone as long as I keep my championship.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck this weekend. Exciting times for us Impact Wrestling loyalists. Definitely great to see the eyeballs finally finding their way back where they belong on this product. And people are finally starting to see what we've been screaming from the rooftops for a while now. Impact Wrestling is the best wrestling there is.
Absolutely. I'm so thrilled with the way this week went, and I hope that we can continue that in 2021.
Beautiful. Hey, before I let you go, can I ask for one little favor from you?
Sure.
You probably already know what it is, but do you mind if I ask for a station ID, just saying this is Deonna Purrazzo, and you're listening to Interactive Wrestling Radio.
Interactive Wrestling Radio. Yeah, sure.
You want me to do the Wayne's World countdown for you?
Yeah, sure. Just tell me when.
All right, we'll do that in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey guys, this is the Virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo, two-time Knockouts champion, and you're listening to Interactive Wrestling Radio.
The preceding announcement was paid for by the Wrestling Epicenter.
I'm listening, and if you like what you heard, I'm glad. If you didn't like what you heard, well, go fuck yourself.
Most people don't hung up on me.
We had a lovely conversation.
What a show.
Oh, mercy, Daddy.
On your radio dial. Don't hang up. Bye-bye.